Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed, baby. Now, hey, this weekend, I'm a little bit hyped about a fight coming soon. That's not every week. Like it's been, back a little bit when we had fights, pretty good fights coming, more often. Right now, it's a little bit of a lull in there right now. You know what I mean? But anyway, we got a fight against a champion who's doing really well in the 154-pound division, and Sebastian Fundora. He's only lost one fight. He's done some good things, like getting rid of Costa Chu's son, Tim Chu, and other things, man. So the guy has only lost one fight. And, he's the towering inferno. What does it do? About 6'5", 6'6" in the 154-pound division. And you're going to have to break him down, right? And then, come on, man. 3-belt champion, or is it 2 or 3-belt champion? And Keith Thurman, one-time Thurman, who coming off a good win when he went over there to Australia or New Zealand. I think it was Australia. Took care of an undefeated fighter in nice fashion. And Keith, one-time Thurman, has been plagued by injuries, you know what I mean? But this is a guy who deserves some respect. He's been, he's done, he's obviously a good fighter. He's good for the sport. He talks his smack, but he tries to back it up when he can get into the ring, you know what I mean? So he's at the twilight of his career. So, I'm going for Keith Thurman to do well in this fight. It's only the second fight in the 154-pound division. And, it's a tall order, literally. And so it's going to be a hard fight for Keith Thurman. So let's go for Keith Thurman and see if he can, turn back the clock and do something, against Sebastian Fundora. Sebastian Fundora is still young, man. He's got a lot of fight in him, right? Sebastian Fundora, he's taller, but he still likes to get up in there and mix it up. He can stay out on the outside and jab his way, to victory. That's not how Fundora rolls. He'll get up in there. He'll give up that height to come in there. He's coming at you. So, Keith Thurman's going to probably be the one on the back foot on this one, right? So this is going to be a very interesting fight. Let's see if Keith Thurman can chop my man down. But it's not going to be an easy fight for Keith Thurman or Sebastian Fundora. Let's see what happens. But I'm kind of hyped about this fight. Well, you guys hyped? Now, I'm probably going to do a video about it, but I just got to mention, I done told you about Ryan Garcia acting up again, talking something about Terrence Crawford. I don't even know if I'm going to mention this video because I wanted to say something extra about that, but I'm just sick of giving him time, Ryan Garcia, because it's obviously that's what he's looking for, but I might have to do something, say something about it. But at the end of the day, y'all, March 28th, it's about to go down. It's going to be a good fight. Tune in. It's a significant fight, because, Keith Thurman, even though he has one loss, Keith Thurman seems to be a guy that if he says, he can't hang with this guy here, he'll probably, take it in and say, hey, you know what? If I can't fight, or do well against this guy, I might as well just shut up. Because he's got commentator written all over him, Keith Thurman. The man could talk some smack. And so, he's going to be able to do that. But I think the guy got a little bit more fight in him. And I think if he does well in this match, then we're going to have some matches going forward. And that's what I would like to see. It's a couple of matches out there for Keith Thurman in the 154-pound division that would be nice. Even if he didn't win, but if he does well. So I'm kind of rooting for the guy because he was plagued by injury, right? And so because of that, we've missed a few fights that Keith Thurman could have probably had back in the day. So that's why, you want to go for the older cat on this one, right? Let's see what happens, y'all. Keith Thurman versus Sebastian Fundora, March 28th. Tune in. Doma Sports Talk worldwide. And I'm about here, y'all.